Streaming platforms are dropping some of the most talked about new movies of 2024 and 2025, and trust me, there are some titles here you don't want to miss. From big budget blockbusters to gripping dramas and unique indie gems, we've put together a list of the best new streaming movies worth your time. Whether you love action, mystery, or heartfelt storytelling, this countdown has something for everyone. Let's jump straight into the movies. The Thursday Murder Club. Netflix's The Thursday Murder Club is the kind of cozy mystery I didn't know I needed until I sat down to watch it. With a star-studded cast including Helen Mirren, Pierce Brosnan, Ben Kingsley, and Celia Imrie, the story follows a group of retirees in a quiet community who solve unsolved crimes for fun until they stumble across something very real. I liked how the movie balanced a gentle, warm tone with a clever whodunit structure. It never feels too heavy or dark, instead leaning into charm, wit, and character-driven fun. The setting feels like a British countryside fairy tale, and it's refreshing to see older characters given such smart, vibrant roles. If you enjoyed Knives Out or even the classic Murder, She Wrote style of mystery, The Thursday Murder Club is a cozy little gem that will keep you entertained. Together. Together is an unusual and unsettling mix of relationship drama and horror. The movie stars Dave Franco and Alison Brie as a couple whose marriage is slowly falling apart, but the twist is that a strange supernatural force begins affecting both of them in ways they don't fully understand. What stood out to me is how the film blends the very real struggles of love and communication with a creeping sense of dread. I can't say it's an easy watch, but it is different from the usual streaming fare. The performances are committed and the direction leans into atmosphere more than jump scares. It might not be for everyone, but if you like slower, more psychological horror films like The Invitation or Hereditary, this one is worth a look for its eerie vibe and emotional core. F1 the movie. If you're looking for a high-energy, adrenaline-filled ride, F1 the movie delivers. Starring Brad Pitt as a racing veteran mentoring a younger driver, the film captures the speed, the intensity, and the danger of Formula One racing like few movies have before. What I really liked here is how the film balances thrilling track action with personal storytelling. It's not just about cars going fast, it's about legacy, mentorship, and the cost of living life at full speed. The race sequences are beautifully shot and will keep you on the edge of your seat, while Pitt brings weight to a story about finding purpose again. If you enjoyed Rush or Ford v Ferrari, you'll absolutely want to check this out. It's both a sports movie and a character drama rolled into one. Thunderbolts. Marvel's Thunderbolts is another team-up movie in the MCU, but this one takes a different approach. Instead of the usual shiny heroes, it focuses on a group of anti-heroes and former villains like Yelena Belova, Bucky Barnes, and Taskmaster forced to work together under government orders. The movie has a strong cast and some great action, but for me, it didn't fully reach the same excitement as other Marvel entries. Still, I appreciated how it leaned into the moral gray areas of its characters, showing their conflicts and struggles rather than just straightforward heroics. It's not groundbreaking, but if you enjoy ensemble superhero films like Guardians of the Galaxy or Suicide Squad, this is one you'll want to keep on your watch list. Eeny Meeny. Eeny Meeny is a heist thriller with a fun concept, but the execution doesn't always hit the mark. The film stars Samara Weaving as a former teenage getaway driver who's forced back into the criminal world for one last dangerous job. I enjoyed the energy of the lead performance and some of the snappy action moments, but the overall tone feels uneven. The movie wants to be both a gritty thriller and a light comedy, and those elements don't always mesh well. Still, if you enjoy stylish crime capers with a bit of humor, it's worth checking out. Fans of films like Baby Driver or Ocean's 11 might find some fun here, even if it doesn't quite reach the heights of those classics. The Life of Chuck. The Life of Chuck is one of the most moving and thought-provoking films I've seen from a Stephen King adaptation in a long time. Directed by Mike Flanagan and starring Tom Hiddleston, it takes King's novella and turns it into a genre-blending meditation on life, love, and loss. I really liked how the film mixes surreal fantasy elements with very human storytelling, creating something emotional without being overly sentimental. Hiddleston gives a deeply heartfelt performance that makes the story's themes about the beauty and fragility of life really resonate. If you enjoyed films like Big Fish or The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, this is a must-watch, a reminder of how powerful storytelling can be when it connects to universal emotions. She Rides Shotgun. She Rides Shotgun is a gritty, fast-paced action thriller that hooked me from the start. Starring Taron Egerton, it follows a recently released ex-con who finds himself on the run with his daughter, trying to protect her from dangerous criminals while staying one step ahead of corrupt cops. What I loved most about this movie is the bond between father and daughter at the heart of all the chaos. Yes, it has plenty of fights, car chases, and tense moments, but it's the emotional core that makes it stand out. Egerton gives a strong, grounded performance that elevates the story beyond typical action thriller fare. If you liked Logan or The Road, you'll find this one both exciting and unexpectedly touching. Night Always Comes. This is a dark and gritty drama set over the course of one desperate night. It stars Vanessa Kirby as a woman trying to save her family's home, forced to dive into Portland's criminal underworld to gather enough money before time runs out. I have to say, while the performances are strong and the tension is real, the film can feel slow and repetitive at times. It's an emotionally heavy watch and doesn't always flow smoothly, but it does have a raw honesty that some audiences might appreciate. If you're a fan of intense survival dramas or stories about desperate choices, this one might connect with you, though it's not a movie I see myself revisiting often. Happy Gilmore 2. Adam Sandler returns in Happy Gilmore 2, a sequel to one of his most beloved comedies. Bringing back the golf course antics with new faces joining the fun, the movie leans heavily on nostalgia and familiar humor. While it doesn't reinvent the formula, it offers fans of the original a chance to revisit characters they've loved for decades. I can't say it's groundbreaking, but it does capture the easygoing, silly energy Sandler is known for. If you like the first Happy Gilmore or enjoy sports comedies with over-the-top antics, this one will be a fun trip down memory lane, even if it doesn't surprise you much. On Swift Horses. On Swift Horses is a quiet, introspective drama that takes its time unfolding. It doesn't lean on action or spectacle, instead focusing on character-driven storytelling and subtle emotional shifts. While it may not have the big-name draw of some of the other streaming releases, it has the kind of slow-burning energy that appeals to fans of indie-style dramas. The film explores love, choices, and the search for meaning in a grounded, realistic way. If you enjoy films that prioritize mood and relationships over plot, something like Call Me by Your Name or Manchester by the Sea, this could be worth checking out. Thanks so much for watching our list of the best new streaming movies. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment with your favorite pick, and subscribe for more movie countdowns and recommendations. And if you're already subscribed, now let's dive into our next video. I think you're really going to enjoy it.